It's nice. It's nice. Hey, Graylian, come here, bud. Anyway, yep. Um. Oh wow, I think I see a whale out there. I don't think I can zoom in on it. Let me see if I can. Let's flip this around and then go. Wow. Big old splashes right there in that zone. I don't know if it'll focus. Yeah, I still see something's churning out there. It might be a pod of dolphins. I don't know. I probably need my binoculars to see that detailed. But anywho, around this way. Yeah, dude. Crazy realization this morning. I was like, someone was talking to me about the benefits. Um, right, probably like a whole year ago, I was still feeling just so just destroyed by the fact that anybody could like look at me like a bad guy when like the difference in a real predator is so obvious. Like, you know what I mean? Like it shows through their whole attitude towards just how they treat people and animals and everyone, right? I mean, just every situation, whether they're manipulative or not, right? So I just thought it was. I was like, how can everybody just not even see the real? And it hurt my feelings. It made me feel so like I wasn't even the same species. If people, you know what I mean? I don't know. I didn't want to believe that. I don't know. That I could be duped in such a way. I mean, but then I look back at it, and that's exactly how I spent my whole life, was just very duped. So I guess this is a process for everyone, and so I feel like right. I use the Johnny Depp Amber Turd um, example because literally I think that's a huge part of what helped me get out of my banished, for no good cause status. Um, you know, and it wasn't like no good cause. People like look at me and they're like, "What? You don't see why?" And I really didn't. But now I look back at it and I was protesting the masks, and not only that, like, but pretty much calling everyone that was falling for it stupid. So I was being like insulting. Um, uh, what's the word for it when you talk down to people? Condescending and just right. So I appeared to be a real asshole. I was easy to hate, and right, I'm sitting there feeling like I'm trying to stand up for everybody and trying to help them, right? And I just had to watch the whole thing unfold and go like I'm making it worse instead of helping, right? So, and the algorithms had us all separated, and right, we were we were all duped. So anyway, somebody was telling me along the way that I probably have a good um ooh, there I am. Probably have a good purpose that I'm serving through all this. And they're trying to tell me that it's good for the community because people will be watching out more for this kind of thing to happen. And I thought she meant like what? Like they actually believe that I tried to drug someone and then take advantage of them, and I mean, of course that was silly. There's like no amount of LSD that would make you unaware. Both of those that were going around the circles, the ketamine they both make you completely aware of the situation. So to me, it's laughable that anybody believed that shit. So I was like, how is that helping the community understand that this kind of thing can happen? How is that right? Like, and it didn't hit me till this morning that she might have meant me, that this could happen, that a community could turn someone into a creepo supervillain just because of hate and just all these rumors. It was all like all these assholes were just daring each other in these circles around campfires, sewing circles, whatever. Just they would keep coming up with worse and worse lies about me, and they would probably just laugh, and all these guys stole from me or whatever, and it's them just overcompensating for their own inadequacies and them laughing together. It makes them all feel superior. And right, if I'm talking to people in a condescending way, then of course they've got to do some kind of psychological gymnastics, or right, to convince themselves that they're superior. And so that's why they have to hate. I get it. And so, right, I need to quit being condescending, even if So I label myself a stand up comedian and an autodidactic teacher. Then it kind of gives me a pass, maybe. People want to label me and box me in. Well, that'll help because otherwise people are like, why do you think you know? And, right, they don't take my sarcasm well. So if I just label myself as like all just satire, then it gives me a whole disclaimer about it. So, but yeah, that was a mind blow though. If I was just like, oh, not like I'm not actually teaching the community to watch out for drugging and raping, I'm helping the community learn to not believe all the accusations that get tossed out there about drugging and raping, because all of a sudden it's just like, so it's like I'm teaching people to think for themselves and not believe all the rumor, gossip, chatter, garbage. So, and we're learning that with the famous people, especially, dude. Like, yes, it's possible that 50 people will come out of the woodwork and try to get paid too. They see somebody, famous getting sued and people getting away with it. It's just like, it's just like, wow. So it makes it a feeding frenzy. And yeah, all of a sudden, all the shit comes into question again. Like, I don't know. I mean, I didn't do, I don't really know all the stories and stuff. So, but I still haven't believed a lot of the shit about a lot of the famous people because I just see now how obvious it is that there are millions of people that will cling on to one thing said in sarcasm, or right, just they'll hang on to it, and they'll, like, once they hate, they'll just do anything to see that person fail, even like make up the craziest fucking lies they can think of. So I mean, that's part of being a public image, I guess. Once you're out there, um where there's no getting your life back. It's pretty much fodder for the public. And that's I guess I appreciate social media in that sense. Like, everybody feels like there's a Truman Show set up for their life, and it's like we're doing it to ourselves, dude. We're the ones telling everyone all the details of all our shit. So, you know. Anyway. Yeah, that didn't feel like it was worth it to me. Sorry. I mean, Johnny Depp did pretty good. He went through some hell. I bet he would say the same thing. He'd be like, please pass my career back, and that never to have happened. All the banishment, all the just, feeling like, wow, they want to reject me and leave me on my own, and I didn't even do shit. They're just gonna believe this lying bitch, and alrighty. It leaves you very disappointed in your community and your society, and right, like, I even want to integrate back, into the herd after I've already been separated as the black sheep, right? Ay, so I guess I'm separated. I miss being one of us, but not really. I miss the feeling in my heart. That was nice. False sense of security, though. There's another whale out there. Dude, there's like a bunch of them. What the hell? Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool to see like aminals in the ocean from mile and nine. I'm gonna have some people living here real soon. And I'm off. I'm gone. And I may never come back till the dawn of the year. I don't know. What is that? December? November? Oh, wow, dude. Big splash way out there. What the hell? That is cool. Dude, it's almost summer. You're not supposed to see whales out here in the summer, are you? Everything's off anyway. The whole magnetic, like, they're all confused. I don't know if you'd expect any pattern to stay true at this point. Earth's kind of going into chaos pattern. Um, yeah, speaking of which, where the hell is Pikes Peak, right? You want to be within hiking distance. Oh man, crazy times, crazy times. That's kind of cool. Here. No, dude, that's crazy though. Like I was seriously destroyed, and I guess I'm. There's a benefit. I don't know. I'm finding that hard to swallow. Like, how much of that was just like, do you see this? I can't even talk about it. Like, I can't even hypothesize. I don't even know what. I mean, I guess I can imagine what's possible with full on, like, networked fucking capabilities. Holy shit. That's interesting. That's interesting. I never considered. I always rebel against this whole system, and I just went like, who gives a shit, right? But there might be benefits to giving a shit. Look at me just conforming, reconsidering my whole attitude. That was very cool. Hmm. Something to think about. I guess I won't sit here thinking on live TV over here. I don't know what to do. Like I realized that I fit the disability bill. I probably have since I was 19. I had carpal tunnel and couldn't, I still went and fought wildfires, and I was a wilderness guard for the Forest Service. And yeah, I never kept a job for long because of the pain that would ensue. But um, right, I was playing on my bike when I was 25, broke my leg, my ankle, rolled that shit, and then slipped on 4th of July, panicking, doggy spit, and broke it again. And it's totally like crooked, like sideways. When I lay my leg straight, like my heel kind of, I sit on my heel, It hurts. My ankle here, it swells up like huge, and don't recommend rolling your foot. Not the best choice to make there. Careful on your bikes. So anyway, yeah. And then that led to all this and other like my other leg, all this compensation pain, and I've got like a crooked spine now because I got like a shorter leg. I think it healed. Oh, I can't do it with both hands, but yeah, the bone wasn't flush. It was kind of like next to each other, like so it like instead of like this, it was like this, right? And then it healed over all wide and weird. So I've got a super like my whole yeah, all the tendons moving around bones that aren't supposed to be shaped that way, like, and I'm shorter in that leg now, so it's like it's just weird, dude. It's really weird. Not a normal injury, but it affected my whole life. Like, I was walking with a cane for a few years, and I got diagnosed to where my friend gave me a prescription to hurt myself as much as possible every day rather than preventing that pain. And I did. I joined the gym. I started hiking as far as I could make it rather than taking it easy, staying at camp, that kind of thing. Was the first one. So, um, it worked. I quit using the cane. I got really strong and in shape. And moving to Hawaii, I was working the land and just doing all the sets of muscles without even needing gym equipment. Super strong and healthy. But still not able to do too much repetitive because of the carpal tunnel. All the things still held me back, but I still got stronger. Um, so I don't know. I'm at a point um, where I'm about to try again to hike as far as possible. Once I'm traveling, I'm going to be putting my body through as much physical exertion as like my packing out rocks with me from all these cool places, going in and out multiple times because of, having to leave behind stuff I find and won't, it's just, I'm going to eventually need a helicopter, dude. So, yeah. Anyway, all that stuff is good future fun news. It's been in the plan the whole time, but as it's surfacing all the needs for it, I'm just like, we got to get this helicopter sooner than later. Fractal, no! Who the hell is here? So, anyway, I got plenty of physical disabilities that I'm dealing with. And, dude, that's like been years. Hello, years that I've been able to, and still just, I don't know why, risking my butt doing stuff that I could probably, get scolded for. And then there's another jump out there. So I've been stupid and just right. Glass blowing is fun, but I'm off grid, and it was so expensive here. I'd have to charge well over $100 an hour for my time, and then you add vending to that and all that. It's just kind of gave up before I tried too hard with that. But I love glass. Never done it at a regular enough state to make it feel like work. It's always been playing and just getting better and evolving and learning and inventing. Like, that's the coolest part about it is I feel like such an inventor. I constantly just come up with new ideas and make new tools um, out of glass. New smoking styles, all sorts of cool stuff, dude. Moving parts, I love it. There's no end to how cool glass can be. Oh, wow, you got a lizard. Good job, buddy. Poor bro. Wow, he just swallowed that little gecko whole, dude. Oh my god. I hope Kitty Belly's a fun place to live for a while. Whoa. Oh yeah. So I'm sure the first 10 minutes I lost everybody, anybody, anyway. But I am rambling, so I'll finish with talking about my disability. You know, um, right? So I was completely socially disabled through slander. Um, right? Like all of it was made up, and we know who did the shit. It's kind of weird. So I should have attorneys here very soon, and right, all of this has been documented. The police and the prosecuting office, they're all just kind of like, what do we do with this? Right. So it's kind of cool. I'm at this point where I'm like, I'm very willing to forgive people if they apologize and try to make it right. You know, I don't know how people can just think they're just gonna walk away and just be like, doo doo doo, we could be friends now, right? I mean, yeah, I'll be nice to you, but you just think you get away with like theft and destruction and slander that got me attacked. Like, dude, attacking me? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I could at least use like, help in the yard or like a back rub. I don't know. I'm really hurting. Just right. You smash my car in, maybe offer to help pay for the oil pan I need. Like, I don't know. It's called repentance. It's how you feel better about yourself, how you feel better about your relationships with the people that you still have to be around, right? I mean, dude, we all have to live with this shit, we do. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe not everyone comes with that level of bravery, right? I grew up Mormon with good parents that taught me how to do this shit. My mom caught me shoplifting gum when I was 8, and she made me go back to the store and admit it and pay for it. And the guy played along like, should I call the police and make a report? And I was like, no, I won't do it again. Like they played me really well. I never stole again. Um, so anyway, I I gave up, right? I found too many loopholes in the Mormon doctrine, or just holes, and just contradictions, whatever you want to call them. So I kind of like just dismissed the whole thing, and I don't know. I'm reconfiguring my stance on all of it, right? God, these dogs, dude. I need a sound studio. Have you noticed? Anyway, I think the Mormon Church does have a lot of value. They're an extended hand of the big cause. Laser, give it up. The big cause is human evolution, and I think surviving through the big cycle shift, right? The If the sun is a repeating nova, or right, if the as the sun flies closer to the galaxy center, we hit different frequencies, different voltages in the circuit we're flying down, and the different voltage might change the frequency of the sun, which might change the reconfiguration of all of the planets, spacing and all that. So yeah, they might know all this, and they might realize that that's not the best state that humanity is at when everybody is focusing on the apocalypse rather than on today. And so maybe they help everyone that's not cut out for like managing their own worry levels, right? Like some people just fall into worry and then panic and then they don't function from there forward. And I mean, I got to look at myself. After I say that, I wonder how much my refusing to play the capitalist game, why build up a pile if someone, well, could take it so easily, like happened to me, or if the sun could so easily wipe out everything on all the computers. I mean, dude, we'd have no record. I don't even know if they have like handwritten property records and definitely not bank statements anymore. Like it's all online. So much would just disappear. All the bitcoins, I think all the bank accounts and everything, dude. So what do we got? Like real assets, like gold, silver, property, like livestock, and human networks. I think, people that support each other wholeheartedly and not just paid off, right? So, um, family. And I don't know, like what other real assets? I comment if you could think of any I'm missing here. But I don't know. I just I guess I did probably set myself aside in that way after I realized all this shit, and pretty much believed that, right, the magnetic excursion is upon us. Um, we're almost halfway through it, and so it feels like, yeah, we're gonna see that in our lifetimes here. We're gonna see the weather shift. I mean, it might do it all at once. Once the flip happens, the positive and negative of the core. Oh man, I don't know, dude. This could be crazy, crazy. So, or I bet there's excursions that are more minor, but we got a lot of things lining up this time around. So, uh, yeah, I feel reassured that I'll be all right wherever I'm at, but um, strategically, I think it's better to watch what all the classified behavior is up to. Like all the classified shit is where their real concerns are, and all the politics on the surface just feel very futile, like just a distraction. So I got to really question myself there. What part of this do I want to really be involved in? Do I want to get stuck in the surface politics? Or is that just a segue for me to be able to get to the cool classified stuff? Which is really what I want to do, is find out the answers, right? I mean, whoa, where'd my other phone go? Oh shit, what did I do? Where did it go? Who am I? What am I doing? Holy crap, I'm 30 minutes into a video. Wasn't I supposed to be going somewhere? Well, anyway, yeah, I am very messed up. I've got a condition. I look back at when I was in the Forest Service. They just thought I was so weird. Now I know. It's just like, dude, ADHD, autism, and gifted. There's like a chart where it shows overlapping traits, and I'm like right in the middle where I've got some autism, some ADHD, and some gifted. All of those little, that's right where I'm at, right in the center of the target there. I don't know what that means, but it's like I'm like this balance between autism, ADHD, and gifted. And that's kind of cool and kind of scary and kind of like, why didn't I know this? Why was I avoidant of getting diagnosed? Like, I just laugh at people like they've said it, dude. Like, Erica would tease me all the time about straight up being retarded. And I just thought she was being mean. But it was just like loving teasing and kind of like hinting at the real. Like, whoa, dude. So I've got a friend. She's helping me walk through this process, and I mean, dude, every step of the way it's just a huge obstacle for me. Um, right now, I don't have my insurance card. It said save this card, and I probably put it somewhere safe that I lost it. So anyway, I just I'm gonna have help soon. I'm gonna have finances soon. Um, catch my taxes up. Maybe, and then I'll be able to travel, and then my channel will be so much more fun than me rambling in my room about how incapable I am. I'm gonna be showing everyone how capable I am when I'm not held back by all these circumstances. Like, real freedom for me is, right, like just being capable to follow my heart, to follow my mind. Ninja, dude, the screens, bro. No. No. Oh, yeah, yeah. Look at this screen. That is just so rusty and gross, right? These nails or something, the screws dripping down. Ugh, I'm breathing that shit. Ew. Ew. Ugh. Ah. Ah. Anyway, that was fun. Don't breathe. Hold your breath. Run away. Dude, I'm talking to you over lawnmowers, barking dogs, these stinking, annoying birds over here. Shut the fuck up, birds. And then, right, me. Shut up, Ponder. Nobody cares about your inabilities. You seem pretty capable to me, man. Shut up. Right? Right. Boo fucking who? Well, at least I saw that I wasn't really cut out for all of the expectations that I saw everyone else just like conforming to. And I kind of, I called it rebellious. I called it an attitude. No, Laser, what are you doing? Don't open this door. I'm naked. All right, so I just lost my burner phone again, and that's how I've got internet. Oh, signal right now. Dude, what the hell just happened to my burner? All right, so we can't shut this video off until we find my burner phone. And I never made the point. The point was that I'm Tatardo. Not quite retarded. It's like talented and retarded at the same time. Tatardo. Don't you know what Tatardo means? I made up that word like at least 2 years ago. Right? Know all the words I made up. Where have you been? Minding your own business? Fine. guess that's allowed. Well, people just break my bed frame, don't even fix it. Ugh. And then I move it, and it's like it falls off the jar, and I'm just like, oh, dude. All right, I don't have it on me. It's not in my pocket. Ugh. Something on the floor. Dude, what the hell happened? We were on the bed. We were on the bed together. Do you remember? I had my burner phone. I showed you the burner. I showed you the burner. Where is it? The pillow ate it. It's not on the windowsill. Dude, the kitty. The kitty hit the burner. Oh, fuck. There it is, dude. How do I still? That's crazy. Oh my god. Okay, burner. All right. So, what do you think? Should I just delete this? Nobody watched it anyway. Yeah, well. Brush that lasted me about 3 years, and that one disappeared. I just bought myself a new one this week, and it already disappeared. It's like I'm destined to have dreadlocks, which is okay, I guess. Not with me. I like to brush the hair. My scalp loves that shit. Oh, I think about shaving my head though all the time. I love it. Highly recommended. I always joke when girls are like, "How should I do my hair?" I'm like, "Shaved is the best." But I've only had one of them listen to me, and she agreed. She was so grateful that I talked her into that. And then later she was like, "I probably shouldn't have done that. It's taken really long to grow back." Consequences. Ew, I'm breathing screen dust. Ugh. I got family moving in. I should make it nice for them, right? Dude, it's gonna be nice having like kids around, fam vibes, and having my dogs looked after so I can actually pull out of the driveway without being chased and causing the whole neighborhood problems. And yeah, I was hanging out with Uncle yesterday. That was super nice. It was just like old times. Just good conversation and lots of laughs. I don't know. Neither of us had any animosity about anything hanging. It was just like, you just must not have talked to Fuzzy for a day or two and was able to come back to his own opinions there. It's crazy how just the presence of haters can turn someone back and forth like that, right? If he was surrounded by people that loved me, then we would have a big old love tribe here already. This whole land would just be like the headiest place to be, dude. Everyone would want to be here. But right now, well, up to a couple weeks ago, till the diaper incident, I was yelling and undermining and backstabbing, and just everyone just had this miserable scowl on their face, and it was rubbing off on me even. It was crazy. So I pretend like I'm immune to that, but I'm actually a super empath, which means I'm super absorbent of everyone's feelings. So, I mean, that's how you know I couldn't hurt someone or take advantage of someone, do something to someone that would make them later feel horrible or taken advantage of or embarrassed or whatever. I would never do anything like that to anybody on purpose because I would feel it. I would feel it almost before they do because I would imagine how it's going to make them feel. And right, so like I almost can see the future with that, and that helps with choices for sure, right? I mean, just to me, the consequences are almost worse, and feeling it, right, than just getting punished later. Like a lot of advantage takers are just like, oh, the right, the means justify it or whatever. So, or I mean, the end justifies the means to them, and that's kind of scary. That's right. It's like those big scary companies causing all the environmental damage that'll just pay the fine over and over and just don't give a shit, right? They're making billions and only having to pay millions in fines. It's like, pff, so. Yeah, dude, the justice system is kind of weak in that sense. I see. Well, when I was a kid, I got a year for shit that's totally legal in California now. Like it's not even 20 years later, and I'm like, hello. I got a year for weed and mushrooms, dude. Like personal, like it was an ounce of each, dude. Because it was broken into doses, they tried to get me for sales and acted like I was getting a great plea deal. And they let my girlfriend out that day and all that shit. And I fucking fell for the biggest fucking scam ever, dude. Over mushrooms and weed, like totally harmless. So, I don't know. Anyway, I get duped a lot. If you notice this life of mine, yeah, I learned some really hard lessons. Holy fuck. And look at the ponder you get now. Look at after all this. I go to jail and now I'm an asshole. And I go to fucking like banishment camp over here on Big Island. And I'm just like, fuck you guys. I don't need y'all. Now I'm a rock star and I'm like, fuck all the all the publicity stuff now at this point. Like I don't need money. I just want to disappear. I want to be gone. Right? That sounds good to me. Traveling the world, learning some different languages, spending time. That's how you ditch your whole fan base. You go to a new language zone. Okay, duh. Which language are we learning first? Let's learn Hawaiian. Oh shit! I already got that bridge burnt. Um, disability. I mean, I should get the SSI too. I've been a taxpayer this whole time. I still owe a little bit on my back taxes, but I'm doing the best I can. I think if I get the SSI, it's like survival salary type stuff. Isn't that what it stands for? Um, anyway, um, I got a new one that I get to add to that as well. So we're physically disabled in 4 or 5 ways. Mentally disabled, learning disability, social disability, um, and focus disability. I also now have PTSD. And I'm realizing, even just in the last week or two, how fucking dangerous that is. Especially when I think people are after me. Like, this is borderline. Get yourself committed here, buddy, because you're starting to get kind of dangerous, you know? Like, watch what you're doing, watch what you're telling everyone on TV in your thought processes, because it's exposing some really, like, concerning, like, aspects of the pressure that I've been under. And, right? You look at the old movies and stuff, and it doesn't matter, right? If the conspiracies are true or not. They're talking to a psych doctor, and the psych doctor's just like, that sounds pretty far fetched to just say that the senator and the whole government and everybody's just all conspiring against you. Okay, there, buddy, let's give you a lobotomy. That's how they used to handle this shit. Now they give you a chemical lobotomy or whatever, but I gotta be careful letting them too far in. I need to really get my deductive logic on the table for myself first and look at all the aspects of it and all the possibilities. And I need to be like, okay, well, if these things are true, what can I do about it in the first place, if ever at all? What can I do with about it comparatively from a mental institution dosed up? Like maybe something and definitely nothing. Right? Um, I still have the best option, I think, is door number three, where I just leave. I leave the so called experiment torture training center and I try to just go live my own adventure across the Rockies, right? Um, I go get a pickup truck, throw a little mattress in the back, and just go looking for crystals and gold and mushrooms and girlfriends and right, just like um, fun. Just find fun. That's not a threat to anybody and not political minded or touching on anything classified. These are smart choices to make for me. I mean, I should be looking at that stuff going like, and who knows? There might be scientific discovery. There might be a girlfriend in my future that could help me write a grant paper on these hypotheses I have. And, like we might, who knows? Like just getting film crews together and whatever, we might end up finding scientists that want to join the adventure as well that yeah, right, will help me answer these questions, gather the data that's needed, and bring the equipment along to test these hypotheses out. So that's exciting. Really, that's Ponder being free. If I'm not worried about money, I've got my bases covered, and I ask the questions, and I just go to where I think we can prove it. you know We're going to visit all the meteor impact sites, the anomaly spots. I think there's anomalies where water spins the wrong way. There's anomalies where sound frequency disappears. People stand on a spot and they can hear nothing but silence in every direction they go, and just like stuff like that, dude. There's glitches in the matrix that might be explained by these portals that I'm seeing. Which is like my clue, right? Is where the dust devils arise. Watch where tornadoes probably start in these zones regularly, and then they go different directions after that, wherever the wind takes them. But I bet you the coil, the actual filament, is moving, and the tornado just follows that filament. Anyway, let's be storm chasers together. Um, I'm not. I'm not that Tatardo. I'm like one of the best drivers you'll ever ride in a car with, dude. That's why they had me be squad boss when we were fighting wildfires. Well, I mean, they had to give me the gas card and the extra truck anyway. So, because I volunteered for the wilderness guard position, that's when I met. But well, we didn't meet. I had a Sasquatch follow me for a while. I never got a good view of them, but like cougars, bears, they don't follow you like that. They're not interested to that degree, and they're not hunting a full-size adult with weapons and singing songs and being like noisy and whatever. Like they just avoid that shit. So I'm pretty sure, like, what would be following me in the forest like that? But a conscious being, I don't know. For my vivid imagination, there's always that. Anyway, so I discussed my disabilities and my social disability that was presented, which I think is a clear cut fucking lawsuit. Like these people took someone that was clearly on the verge of rock stardom. I was coming out hot. I was the talk of the town. And I had like an instant following, dude. Just people were all about it. And then, bam, just hit by all the haters. But starting with my land partner, that we won't go into all the ways he's terrorized me. But I mean, how many forms of proof do you need to see what's going on here? You know what I mean? And like I've ever had to try. Right, dude? Shit just falls in my lap. So like you just accuse me of being shisty about anything. It's just like, oh really? why would I go to being shisty when it's all just handed to me, right? Like, hello. Anyway, that's probably a triggering statement to some. I heard one kid say Bill Cosby. I was like, how in the fuck, dude? Whatever. And he was like, well, it's because they said no, and he's just like he had to have something that he wasn't allowed to have. That's what happens when you can have everything in the world, is that eventually you just like you want what you can have. I'm like, um, okay. Says the has not that could never even right imagine being in that position, much less empathize with it. Like I'm like, wow. It's just right. So to me, that was just like that's all they need is one thing to grasp onto. As soon as they doubt it, they just need one logical fallacy to cling on to go back to the belief system. So it's to me, I am fully certain. I've seen it. One shisty ass goes off, and then all the wannabe haters, they all just come out of the woodwork and they'll all rally together and make up shit all fucking day. And they're giggling, dude. Just fucking trolls online going, oh, did you see what he said when I made that shit up? Oh, I really got him going. They love it. They love it, dude. Getting that reaction, getting you to take it serious, going, hey, you're affecting how everyone feels about me, guys. Quit that. Um, you know, um, it's real. Those people are all super miserable with themselves, and that's one of the only things that gets them off is putting other people down, especially bright people, right? Bright people shine dark ass shadows. So the shadow work is accidental, incidental. You can't even help it. You just shine like you do, and then the ones that don't shine in those ways are just like, fuck that shit. And yeah, dude. That's why to some of us it seems like such a just harsh ass world, dude. Like it feels like to me like I've done nothing but try to just bring light, joy, like humor. Like I've I've been breeding all these amazing plants and fruits and like the cannabis and all these things. I could have just been making money. Like I've been making the world a better place with my presence, the best I can, the whole time. And so that's why it hurts so bad when people villainize me and make me out to be like something so completely opposite of who I know I am, you know? And it's like I realized through all this I don't have to prove who I am to anyone because I know. And I just have to be true to myself and treat myself like I deserve to be treated. And that will hopefully emanate. But yeah, it just crushed my heart, dude. And I'm having a hard time loving everyone again like I did. Because I'm just like, dude, you could turn on me so easily. I just don't even. It's like, why even waste time on building a friendship that just could, as soon as they can compare themselves, they're gonna hate me anyway. I'm just like, whatever. So, and what does that leave me with? Like, if I go to LA, then I'm surrounded by superstars, talented people that are comfortable being themselves. Um, you know, I swear we could be renting out these cabins on this land to people that would be coming through and joining the party. In no time, this place would be a high vibe art retreat center, just like I imagined. But, you know, we're still a little stagnant. So, yeah, I'm back to my plan. I think I'm leaving, going to the mainland, see what I can do by doing nothing out there, and then just leave a trail of fun dust. And, right? It's just going to be like a whole other scene. And that's fun. So here I am getting disability, and it's like all I need to do is get that check, and then I'm off, right? I'm like, wee. And then I'm meeting more people regularly, handing out more cards, including new people in my YouTube madness, finding treasure, which is exciting to watch on YouTube anyway, especially compared to me laying here blabbing. And then I end up with my 1,000 followers within a month or three of me being out there. And then boom, bam, dude, like I am getting paid by YouTube. And then what do you know? Like all of a sudden I get, right? Does that disqualify my disability and SSI? Like, do I go back to paying on that shit and not pulling out of it? I don't know. Someone needs to tell me these things. Because it's like, it feels already silly that I'm finally to this point of getting self-diagnosed or going from self-diagnosis to clinical diagnosis to then asking for help. And it's not even a handout, but I've treated it that way because of the social, right? The social attacks on that they put through, people on yeah. I mean, even in my Facebook feed, people will be like, "No, I don't support people getting benefits without having to work and shit. I have to work, so fuck everyone else." That's the attitude I hear. So it's almost like I shouldn't even talk about this stuff out loud, even though I just listed 7 different ways that I'm disabled. I only need one of those to qualify, but all of them will. And right, like, hello, I'm right around the corner from being successful on my own finally, again, without the need for the social support, right? I found another way. So it's kind of cool, but kind of like demotivating again, right? So I got to be careful. What if I just go with a disability and I just get paid enough? What if that doesn't allow me enough to actually travel, but enough to survive? What if that allows me enough to, right? I mean, then I'm not trying so hard to sell any of these things I'm finding, and then it just lowers the desire and drive to go get them, right? I mean, we'll see. I don't think I'm just gonna cozy on up back onto the internet in my man cave and just stay lit and comfortable all day. I feel once I've got the chains off of me, I'm gonna fly. So I don't know. My guts got torn apart through this whole gut wrenching experience. Um, so yeah, none of it was worth it. I don't recommend being a public lesson for anyone, whether it's awareness one way or you find out a year later that it was to bring awareness the other direction. Or probably serve both purposes. So I'm a sacrificial lamb, I guess, to the big ones, and maybe maybe that's a way of paying your dues and kind of getting in with the ones that are, like the ones that see that you're making a difference. They're the ones already making a difference. So maybe it's kind of cool. Maybe I'm in like a different we're trying that we put our life on the line for everybody. Those are the superheroes, right? Yay! So I don't know. Like I said, not recommended. I admire. Like my 8-year partner, she had me put the declaration on the shelf, or not had me, but made me realize, right? That was her argument, was that why not just live your life happy and just avoid all that drama and trauma and, right? All these things will probably happen on their own anyway, naturally, and then you say the sun's just going to take it all out anyway. So why even bother building a global voting platform? And I was like, well, even if it helps for 10 or 30 years before we get wiped out, we would know how to handle it. Would be more, as a group, prepared to handle it if that occurs. I mean, all of it. It was the answer. The GVP, the Global Voting Platform, would have solved all these issues that were right. That she was implicating um, uh, disqualification, right? Um, why save the world if it's doomed anyway? I don't know. Just enjoy yourself. I guess that's an oversimplification. But dude, we were living it up. I was having fun, and I was like, "You're right. Let's just live a good life." And so I put it on the shelf, and we went through the Trump era and all that. So I had to watch it unfold and feel like, right, that just feel like I could have made a difference in how we're handling all of it. But I don't know. It is what it is. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. And right now, it's not too late. And like now, I'm famous and I don't want to be, but might as well do something with it, right? So, feels like I'm at a point where I could probably take it on and try to make that shit occur again. Um, Maybe that could be part of what, right? How I go big time is going political. Maybe I could make my channel a little more political. And I was just saying, no soy el presidente. Comedy the other night. Shit. Oh, right. I gotta watch out. I keep getting my Senor Taco and El Presidente impressions crossed over. I saw that happen. My microphone turned off on me. Like it straight up just went, nope, no, no Senor Taco today, buddy. And then I was like, oh yeah, the microphone's off. Oops. As soon as I turned it back on, I was El Presidente again instead of Soy Taco. So anyway, um, I love my audience. I see you guys in there. 0, yeah. Facebook had audience, but YouTube is where I want to go. Over there, I will not see your post because you're in Facebook jail for nothing. Right? How dare you? How dare you make jokes about not seeing things? There's no such thing as a Nazi. The whole world is just peachy keen. World War II is just they snuck that chapter in your whole all your textbooks just to see what you believe. And right, there never was such thing as a Jew or a Neanderthal or a Native American. I'm 25% imagination. And you know, anyway, dude, 66 minutes. You guys are grounded. You're grounded. Do something with your day. God